Namanda Vatsinamanda 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 Vatsinamanda.
Good morning. My name is Peggy Martin,
Good morning.
and Lilia Diaz and the nursery kindergarten class were sharing this morning service. You know, it's cold and the little kids have a hard time. I would like to welcome you to today's service. We will begin our service with opening meditation followed by Nembutsu. Please join me in placing your hands together in Gasho.
Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namanda Vatsinamanda Vatsinamanda.
Okay. Good morning. Please rise for the singing of the Gatha, Happy Little Children, on page 166 of the service book, verses 1 through 3, followed by the recitation of the three treasures and Nembutsu on page 2.
Three treasures. Hard is it to be born into human life. Now we are living it. Difficult is it to hear the teachings of the Blessed One. Now we hear it. If we do not deliver ourselves in the present life, no hope is there that we shall be freed from suffering and sorrow in the ocean of birth and death. Let us reverently take refuge in the three treasures of the truth. I take refuge in Buddha. May we all together absorb into ourselves the principle of your way to enlightenment and awaken in ourselves your supreme will. I take refuge in Dharma. May we all together be submerged in the depth of the doctrine and gain wisdom as deep as the ocean. I take refuge in Sangha. May we all together become units in true accord in your life of harmony, in a spirit of universal oneness, freed from the bondage of selfishness. Even through ages of myriads of kalpas, hard is it to hear such an excellent, profound, and wonderful doctrine. Now we are able to hear and receive it. Let us thoroughly understand the true meaning of Tathagata's teaching. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu.
Please join in the chanting of the Sutra Junirai on page 71 of the service book. During the Sutra chanting, we will have Oshoko, or incense offering, by the following: Dharma School student Zelda Tran, adult Casey Ogata Tran.
Keishu tenin shokugyo Amida sendyo zokuson Saihimi meyuandako Muryo bushi shuinu Konjiki shinjo nyose no Shamata gyo nyozobu Ryomoku jo nyaku shorenge Koga chodai mida son Menzen enjon yomangat Iko yun yosen ichigat Shonyo tenkuku shida Koga chodai mida son Kwanon chodai kwan chuju Shuju me so shogun Nobuku gedo make uman Koga chodai mida son Mubi muku go shoujo Shutoku keiu ketsu nyokoku Sariyaku toku jizai Koga chodai mida son Jipo myomon bosashu Muryo shomadyo sandan Isho shujo ga rikiju Koga chodai mida son Kontai hoken chi shoke Sengon shoujo meiu zaizam Ohiza jonyo seno Koga chodai mida son Jipo shodai shobushi Kengen jinzu shiyadak Sengo sogen jokugyo Koga chodai mida som Shou mujo mugato Yakunyo suigatsu den ryodo Ishu seppo mumyoji Koga chodai mida son Isombu 節無悪名薬無量になく道府主任死神教依存子が頂戴みだ損依存無料勉強無償修学知識往生不退死菩提子が頂戴みだ損仮説依存功徳寺修善無変妙海水小学前言小上者平成主上小非語ナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブにしく道具平等正祭道本無大一心音量あんだナマンダブツナマンダブツナマンダブツナマンダブツナマンダブツナマンダブツナマンダブツナマンダブツナマンダ
We will now have a Dharma school message by Reverend Candace Shibata.
Okay, good morning, everybody. How are all of you today? Good. Well, I'm so glad to see all of you. And it looked like as I was preparing today that I was going to do a science experiment. And let me put on my gloves just in case. Okay. So I'm going to get a little bit ready. And I'm going to be a little bit messy today. So let me move our service book and my Onenju, just in case. I'll put it in here in the meantime, and I'm going to get ready. Okay, I'm wondering, how should I do this? Because I don't want to make a mess. Yeah, knowing my luck, it'll get all over. Okay, so I'm going to turn these around. as I use them so I can show you what they are. Okay, so I can't take so much credit for this Dharma message because actually I believe it was Reverend Melissa Opal who shared something in her Dharma message when she was our Bodhi Day speaker. And so thank you, Reverend Opal, for your inspiration for this Dharma message. So, what do you see? A mirror. And I'm looking, I can kind of see in my reflection, can you see the light too that's shining? Oh, I'm like shining in everybody's faces. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize I was shining in your faces. Okay, so it's a mirror, right? So when we look into the mirror, we usually trust what we see. And we think, hey, this is me, and this is what I look like. Okay, so in the same way, we often think this is how we see life, that we see it clearly. We think we understand everybody around us. We think we know what's right and wrong, and we think we know our true selves. But in Buddhism, we learn something very important. It's not that we don't try hard to see clearly, because obviously we do try, but it's human nature that makes it difficult for us to really see things clearly. So, again, this mirror, it's obviously somewhat clean. It's a vintage kind of mirror, so it might look a little bit dirty, but this face is clean. And again, we believe that we see the world as saying, hey, I'm being fair, I'm being reasonable, and I know what's going on. And again, there's nothing wrong about thinking this way. It's very human, but let's look at this a little bit more closely, okay? So in Buddhism, we talk about this word called blind passions. And don't be scared of this word. It's just our human nature. Things like greed and anger and ignorance and even our own life experiences and perspectives. So they don't mean that we're bad people, quote unquote bad. It means that we're human beings, and that's a beautiful thing to be a human being. So what I want to start out with is my first ingredient, cooking oil. So we think about cooking oil as greed. Okay, so greed can look like many things, like, oh, I want to win the lottery, I want to win all those raffle prizes at the crab feed. If you're there, then you kind of know where I'm at. Because I was so lucky yesterday, so I won a lot of gifts. But also, it also represents the way that we want things to go, right? We want things to go our way. We want more toys, we want more time, we want more control, we want more certainty in our lives, okay? So I have a towel down. So I'm gonna show you, but this cooking oil, it's olive oil. Look at it, right? So we know, what are the components of olive oil? What does it do? Right, it makes things taste delicious, right? But look what it does. So when we think of cooking oil, this greed of wanting more makes things all slippery, right? All slippery. Okay. So it's, right, we can still see in this mirror, right? You can still see yourselves, but it's a little distorted, right? It doesn't really block the mirror completely, but it is a little distorted. Okay. What about, trying not to get dirty, maple syrup. So we're going to think about maple syrup or honey. I thought maple syrup might be a little bit easier, like attachments, right? Attachments. So this sticky sweetness represents the things that we cling to. Like, I don't want to change who I am. Or please don't leave me. Or I need this thing, or maybe this person, this object, to be happy, right? So obviously we know, for those of us who enjoy pancakes and waffles and things, maple syrup, sticky, right? Sticky like attachments. So it's sweet, but it collects everything, right? Sticks to your waffles, sticks to your pancakes. It's hard to clean. Even our vision, right? When we cling to things, our vision is even getting a little bit more blurry, right? Okay, how about our next ingredient of life? We use this for mochi. Cornstarch. Cornstarch. Okay, so this powder, it makes everything hazy, and it represents the things that we don't know, right? So we can think of it as ignorance, okay? So let's sprinkle some of this on and see what happens. Oh my goodness. Okay. So I'm going to smear this on a little bit. And sometimes we don't see clearly, not because we refuse to, but because we can't. See what that cornstarch did? Ah. Our next ingredient of life is, some of you need this in the morning, coffee. Yep, coffee. So this represents anger and resentment in our lives, when we get really angry at our friends or our family members. So this is something, it's instant, so I hope it works. It's the really strong Cuban coffee. I love this Cuban coffee. So, anger, right? Anger, it just spreads and it darkens the surface, right? And anger looks like this in our lives as well. So this is anger. So I'm trying to push it away, and it doesn't necessarily go away, right? I'm trying to push it away. It might be rolling off a little bit, but this rolling off means that it rolls off onto other people too, right? It spreads to others. It just doesn't go away on its own. Okay, so here we go. Let me try to. And I have one little card. Our other ingredient of life are our fingerprints, right? Our life experiences. And this makes us beautiful and unique. Okay, I'm going to try to do this. I'm going to get totally dirty. Okay, so these are all of our life experiences, all of our journeys in life, right? It's all over. It's all over. Okay? So it represents the things that we've lived through, all of the joy and all of the sorrow, all of the happy times, but maybe sometimes that make us sad, some of the worries that we experience, right? Joy, disappointment, love, and loss. So these are very personal things. They're unavoidable, and they're unique to each and every one of us. And obviously, this is my mirror, right? This is my mirror. But your mirror looks totally different, and it's beautiful and unique, okay? Okay, so, looking at this, let me see. Are you looking, can you see yourself? Maybe on the outer edges, can you see a little bit of yourself? No? Okay, so you might be able to see, let me see. I can kind of see myself maybe in the edges, but I can't see myself very clearly, right? So this is what Buddhism teaches us, that we don't see life as it truly is. We see life through our own experience. And so what do we need to help us see life? We need Windex. The Buddha's teachings is Windex. Okay, so we need this Windex. So Buddhist teachings is like this glass cleaner. So Buddhist teachings don't say, hey, try harder, clean your act up. You have to be perfect to live life. So what this glass cleaner, what Buddhist teachings are telling us, it says, hey, you're human. And it's okay not to be perfect. So let's get some of Buddha's teachings in our lives. So sometimes it takes us a little bit of time, a little bit of effort, as I'm putting here, to really get down to the Buddha's teachings. And so it has a big impact in our lives. We might have to come to Dharma school, develop good friends in the Sangha, have good teachers. Right? It's taking a little bit of effort for me to do this. It smells like coffee. It smells good. Okay. So, what do you notice? What do you notice? You can see yourself, right? You can see yourself, but what else do you notice? There's still stuff, right? There's still all of these different things, right? So this is something that's very important. The mirror does get cleaner, right? We do get influenced by Windex, by the Buddha's teachings. But some streaks remain, some residue stays, and that's okay. So we're people full of all of these different things, all of these different experiences. And we always will be, and that's okay. So, but Amida Buddha doesn't say, again, come back when you see everything clearly, right? Amida Buddha says, hey, you're perfect just like this. Even with streaks, even with smudges, even with all of your life experiences and thoughts, feelings, you're fully seen. And you're fully accepted just as you are, just like this. And it's really, really beautiful. So again, look at this mirror one last time and think about your lives. Just like this, this is the mirror of our lives. It's not pure, perfect, and it's not completely pure, but it's still human. And all of us are embraced just like this. So this is what I'm urging all of us. Maybe when life feels a little unclear, when we feel messy on the inside and maybe feel a little messy on the outside, we don't need to fix ourselves first to be able to come to temple or to be embraced. Okay? So just know that you're perfect just as you are, just like this. And let's just take a moment, again, every day to apply the teachings to our lives so that, again, when we do feel a little uncertain or when we feel a little bit unclear, we can gain a new perspective. And this is what we're urging all of us to do, is to really allow the Buddha's teachings to penetrate our lives so that we can see life a little bit more clearly. Okay? So thank you so much, everybody. Will you please join me in Gassho? Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu.
Thank you for your message. Please rise for the singing of the Gatha Farewell on page 156 of the service book, followed by the recitation of our pledge on the inside back cover of the service book.
Thank you, teacher, for your our pledge. Breaking out of my shell, I will share a warm smile and speak gentle words, just like the kind Buddha. Not becoming lost in my greed, anger, and ignorance, I shall think and act with an open mind, just like the calm and peaceful Buddha. Not putting myself first, I will share in the joy and sadness of others, just like the compassionate Buddha. Realizing the gift of life I have received, I shall strive to live each day to its fullest, like the Buddha who tirelessly works to liberate all. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu.
I have to laugh every time you guys want to sing farewell because it's my age gauge. I've been playing that song on an organ for over 50 years now, so that's my age gauge. And I think we all need to go buy stock in Windex because if Reverend Melissa and Reverend Candace hit the road, everybody's going to want to buy Windex, right? So announcements. So first of all, next Saturday, it's next Saturday, 17th? Is next Saturday, yeah? Oh my God, it goes so fast. So on January 17th, starting at 9 a.m., will be our temple omigaki or church cleanup. We can use all hands, so please, if you have time, come down and you can help get our facilities looking bright and shiny for the new year. The following day, the 18th, will be Honko. That'll be our service. Do we have a guest speaker?
Reverend Ken Fujimoto.
Oh, Reverend Ken Fujimoto is coming out of retirement to be our guest speaker. So that will be at 10 a.m. This will be followed by our potluck and our New Year's Day party, which will be in the mini chapel. We have entertainment back. The Stramingos are going to play, and Dharma Friends Taiko, I don't know if you guys knew it, but you're playing too. We also, then on the 24th, we have two activities going on at church. First at 10 a.m., there will be a safety seminar. This will be a review by the safety committee of all the measures that have been put in place in the last year and a half. And then also your personal awareness and support of this measure and what will happen going forward. And then at 1 p.m. is the church annual meeting. This will be the change in leadership where we thank Debbie Nakata for her service and welcome Candy Hayashi back as our temple president. 1 p.m. in the mini chapel. Please let us know if you are planning to attend so that we can have everything set properly. January 28th, 6:30 p.m. is Reverend Shibata's book club study class. If you're interested, please let Reverend know so she can sign you up for the Zoom link. You're still Jeff Wilson, right? Yeah. So it's Buddhism of the Heart by Jeff Wilson. No pre-reading is required. He is a Jodo Shinshu minister for the Canadian Buddhist churches. And then on January 31st, Stockton JCL will be having a movie matinee at 1 p.m. The movie is a surprise because I couldn't find the movie, but we'll let you know. But it's always fun, and there'll be snacks as well. Plastic bottles and cans are now being collected by the YBA. Please leave your recyclables in the white barrels under the mini chapel carports. Teachers meeting. We will have a teachers meeting at 11:30 after class in the mini chapel. Coffee hour will precede that, so please join for some fellowship coffee hour after this service. We also want to say thank you. Yesterday was our crab feed. It was a wonderful event, and Reverend Shibata is going to pay me later for pulling her name. I only pulled 2 tickets, and then they kicked me out of pulling tickets because I pulled one, and it was a certain number. And then I went to the next prize, and I pulled the identical number. So I got kicked out of pulling numbers because I pulled the same number twice, and they were both Reverend Shibata's tickets. So, yes. So
It wasn't rigged.
Yeah. But it was quite entertaining, so that was fun. But thank you to everybody who donated, everybody who volunteered. Thank you, Alan, for helping chair. We had a very successful event. Mark DeLucchi he cooked a mountain full of pasta that was very good, and Candy had this beautiful setup of the prizes. It was a wonderful event and very successful event for the temple. So thank you too if you participated by buying a ticket and coming and eating crab. So are there any other announcements? Oh, go ahead, Casey.
Oh, okay, no worries. Good morning, everyone. I'm Casey, and starting today, I'm going to go ahead and in conjunction today with Reverend Candace Shibata, we are starting the Digesting the Dharma. It is going to be a Dharma talk discussion, casual chat group that's starting after the service. For those who would like to discuss the Dharma in a group, you heard something, want to discuss it, it'll be for everyone after the service that's not a Dharma School student, because Dharma School got to go to your class, as the Dharma School teachers, of course, but for everyone else who's not a Dharma School student that has to go to a particular class or is not a Dharma School teacher, of course, you're welcome to come. Today will be the first session, and then we'll hopefully come up with a schedule to know when the sessions are. We're going to try to have them after services, except for, of course, the special services. We always have a celebration, and we'll be doing that. But if it's not one of those special services, we'll hopefully have this group chat together. So feel free to come, and please make sure to bring a name tag so we can say your name while you're speaking as well. Thank you.
Okay, this concludes today's service. Please observe good etiquette and do not enter the aisle before the row in front of you. Those students who did not offer incense before the service are asked to do so before leaving the hondo. Thank you.